Mine has been a life of much shame. I can't even guess myself what it must be like to live the life of a human being. It's a quote by Osamu Dazai, a Japanese philosopher describing the post war era of Japan in his book, No Longer Human. And it's a quote that resonated with me the most in my life, in my entire life. And that doesn't mean that it's my favorite. Actually, it's my least favorite since it throws me back to the time when I was so depressed in my high school, just thinking of ending it all. And just before I start getting into the video, I want to make sure that this isn't the kind of video to, talking about all my, past things and wanting to get pity, like it really is not like I have a point at the end of the video and just bear with me. So I always felt like I'm living my life from an antagonist viewpoint, a point of view, like not like the kind of villains or antagonists you can understand or even resonate with, and some even can like justify their actions. It's Aaron Yeager in Attack on Titan or Paul Atreides in June, like very good examples. Dark Vader as well. I don't actually know much about him, to be honest, but like they had their reasons behind the radical choices they made, and mostly to save their family, themselves, or like for anything that's like greater good that they think. And in my case, obviously I'm not talking about like those kind of antagonists, but more like I'm just a guy who moves solely to pleasure myself. That's just the way I see myself, and to get the feeling that I want, I just use other people to feel like I'm alive, or to feel the exactly specific emotions that I want to get. So, for example, like, even when I'm helping others, I'm not like all trying to be nice to others. It's not actually because I want to be nice, but the image of it. I started trying to be a nice and a good guy, good kid since when I was little. Since my mom had very high moral standards. She's not a religious person, but she has very high moral standards and taught me and my brother the way she thought it was right. And like I don't know if you believe me this or not, but I used to be a very social kid. Like I used to socialize a lot, especially in my high school. I used to know almost everyone in my like around my a lot of friend groups that I had in my sophomore kind of chat rooms kind of things, and just play the right cards and say and react the way I should do. Like I had many acquaintances, but like as a result of that, but like not actual friends. And I don't blame my mom because of this, like all of this kind of things at all. I think it's just me problem, and I'm so glad that she taught me the way she did, because it clearly worked. Just until I kind of got conscious about myself, and I got into this trap of not being smart enough to use my knowledge to my advantage. And I always acted so that I can fit the image people have about me, like in front of my family, my the people that I work with at school, like study with, the kind of image that people expect and the actions that people expect from you. Like, and it's not like the image that I claim to be, like screaming, like I'm always screaming I'm this kind of person, and I'll act accordingly. So please don't hate me and like believe me and see me as one. That's exactly how I felt like I was doing. I was socializing what I do, even in front of my families and even in front of myself. Sometimes I become like it's very often that I become aware of myself trying to be nice just because I want to feel the feeling that I'm better than others. And like as of right now, people would call me antisocial, but in reality, like I'm not afraid of talking with other people, like at all. Getting along with others has never been a problem with me. If you believe it or not, it's a standard rate that I raise on myself and others when I'm in front of them and the person I have to pretend to be. I know no one, nobody, like nobody actually forced me to pretend. It's just me, like all inner thoughts and my own insecurities. But I used to dream of like being the kind of noble, high moral standards, just like my mom. What my mom is, lofty, cool, nice, the kind of kid, the dude. But when I was little, the kind of dude that everyone imagines, like dreams of to be in the future, and not this, the version of myself that I wanted, and it's like something that I never fulfilled, and I just feel so disillusioned at the reality and what kind of person I've become. And to be honest, like the video itself, like this video itself might just be a coping mechanism for trying to feel good about myself for being aware of my problems. Um, yeah, it actually could be. And I know it's not like something you'd like to hear when people want entertainment stuffs nowadays. Like even myself, when I finish my work, my research and stuffs like that, like I just want to watch something or read something that makes me laugh, like giggle, just cheap dopamines, but like it works every time instead of a video of a dude speaking about some depressive things. And I genuinely don't want to make this whole kind of thing like on my own problems as well, because no matter how niche the problem it feels and is, like there are millions of people out there going through the same thing. So like that really is why I decided to talk about this in my YouTube channel. And one thing I really love about YouTube channel is that you can just be yourself. It's kind of weird, but after going through, after recording myself, listening to myself, like a whole the process day after day, it really feels like I can be honest in front of this piece of plastic than when I'm in front of my parents. So, like, none of the problems will be solved, obviously. But I show you, any of you watching this, like, if you feel like you have the similar kind of problem as I do, then like we ain't alone. Like, I'm not saying being alone is anything bad, though. Just I don't know. Just comment down below if you're going through the similar thing, and at the end, just laugh it off and maybe let's just move on as if everything's all right. I think that's everyone do, and I hope we get numb to this. I get numb to this. I get used to this. Just leave, Just leave. Don't overcomplicate stuff. That's the kind of thing that I always tell myself, but apparently it's the hardest thing to just simplify things. Anyways, that's about it. Thank you for watching the video.